the Chevy don't crash. We keep a Bible on the dash and a rifle on the lap for that extra yip yap. You cannot pick through these naps. You cannot mob on these streets. You will get touched with Southern heat. We like our women country sweet. Peanut butter thick from the head to the feet. Candy paint, make them faint. Sit on these leather seats. Irk and jerk for her twerk while I season this meat, nigga. When she turned the lights off, all she see is gold teeth. She say something deep, because she know I'm gon' be. I put that Al Green on repeat and she gon' leak. It's all good in your hood, I hope that's understood, nigga. Glenwood the boulder crest, backwoods and roll the best. Golden zest, that'll make you hold your chest, leave your home of stress. Sit on chrome, I do suggest. Never know it's dark as death with the righteous steps. Yes, I'm creasing press to impress. Part of the success, blood, tears, and sweat. Thug years make a vet. Drug deals for a check. Slug seared through your flesh. I won't hear nothing next. I'm not the nigga to test. Hard head make a soft ass. Slow bitch make some fast cash. Nigga, I get that last laugh when you cross that path of the saucy dad. They be awfully mad, cause them wheels be tall. You gon' clearly see his ball. Don't be near me when you fall, cause I'll be feeling them draws off your wife to some Brian McKnight. As I watch them ham hawks pour some scotch on my ice. Smile, bitch, we are living the good life, that's right. I stay down, nappy head is my crown, nigga. This the remarkable flow of the 720. Let a bitch nigga know everywhere that I go. Nigga, till I'm a beast, I got an E-class, and I keep it on beats. I got ruby eyes in my jeans beats, and keep it 4 or 5 in my cash for please. No, nigga, don't be asking me unless spoken to. Nigga, do not speak. Make your annual salary in a week. Let the camera splash at the masterpiece. You see, half of me has to creep. The artist deep, ain't no probably in robbery. So pardon me, larceny and extortion. Dr. Kevorkian in for my portion. Lonely orphan that wasn't supported. Then I fuck change and millions aborted. At the gun range, getting hella morbid. Better keep your shit cash, never reported. Dope imported, hoes not important, but you can only gorge with the gorgeous. Gotta explore with the force of forces. Time flies and my dimes keep on morphing. Dope endorphins, this side fix, nigga, fuck the caution. 4 Giottos for the ladies' porches. Money is the matrix and I am Morpheus. Gots to have the big money, so stay hungry. You gots to have the big money, so stay hungry. You gots to have the big money, so stay hungry. You gots to have the big money, so stay hungry. We are cyber gangsters, we wire paper, we high and major, rise from danger, the flying greater, comply with strangers, lie to haters. These are the rules, lose your life trying to get some tools. Rude ass niggas always keep some Jews, keep shit lit, niggas spark confused. Be smart and move, the dark I choose, keep my connections, I never lose. Everybody's a potential mule, trap houses, resets is school. Now frat houses where we play pool. Let the money talk, nigga, keep it cool. We all gotta eat in the feast of fools, so everything I cop is bought in two. Gots to have the big money, so stay hungry. You gots to have ease on your feelings. No more drug dealing. Today it's space age pimping. Gotta break laws to be Santa Claus for these homeless children. If it ain't real estate, my nigga, it just ain't building. Heavy rocks glisten in the watch, the only time I'm chillin'. Them rows of dollar bills the size of onions we call a billion. That rose grow from the concrete cause of the blood we spillin'. And if we gotta get monkey, my nigga, then bananas peelin'. You got to have the big money, so stay hungry. You got to have the big money, so stay hungry. You got to have the big money, so stay hungry. You got to have the big money, so stay hungry.
Some real motherfucking hip hop up in here, my nigga. What's going on? It's this is gonna be the new lick. 2 o'clock every day. We're gonna start getting this thing sharp. So y'all can check me out 2 o'clock through 2:30. Through 3 o'clock. I have a video going. We're gonna do this every day of the weekday. You dig what I'm saying? How's everybody doing? What's going on in the world? It's a very ugly situation we looking at. Don't be Dr. Doom Gloom is what they say, my friend. But somebody has to be aware. You know what I'm saying? I might open up a little makeshift news channel for niggas. You dig what I'm saying? But is it logical to think in a world space, in a governmental world type of thinking? You know what I'm saying? What about a galactical thinking? Those who are thinking about stars and planets all day. How far does your mind expand? A lot of people want people to be stupid out here. Stupidity enforces voluntary slavery. Let's do that again. Stupidity enforces voluntary slavery. So a lot of people like to be stupid because, they think somebody's going to run to help, and that is the voluntary slave. And the voluntary slave also has a position where they can become your master, okay? And when they can become your master because of your stupidity or your imposing of stupidity, you see. It's a dangerous zone. Matter of fact, I got a book. Hold on, The Story of Stupidity, my nigga. Dedicated to Esta La Dumbass. A history of Western idiocy from the days of Greece to the moment you saw this book. This book is powerful. I couldn't even finish the whole thing. See, I didn't even finish it. There's my mark right there. Didn't even finish the whole thing. It was. I'm probably gonna finish it now, though. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna put that on my list of things to do. Sorry about the belching and shit, but yeah, I'm gonna put that on my. Yeah, we reading the rest of that. I read half of that book maybe some years ago, and it tore my brain up so good. I said, oh my God. It makes you stand back and look at the whole picture. Because what dude is breaking down in the book is that we have all been dumbass. They say the Mayan civilization didn't have wheels and shit. But really what he was broken down that was really so cold was about sociology. And this, when you're looking at groups, especially groups in the adult realm. So that's your Freemasons or your MSTA or the conscious community or, a lot of different, the KKK is another group, or I want to be identified as the Republican or the Democrat or the LG, the LG nothing, you dig? And all of this other shit. You got a lot of different groups out here. And the groups are done in adulthood for, there's mass hysteria there. You have collective thinking, but what's really going on is a lot of people individualistically, people are trying to repair their childhood. Okay. And they want to try to do this with an adult group that they can identify with, and we all wear similar clothing. We all believe a similar doctrine, a dogma that we adhere to. We all meet at a specific time, and we all, eat the same foods. There's a ritualistic food, there's a ritualistic ceremony or a procedure on how the night's business gets carried out in all of these different groups. It's the same format. You see, when you begin to understand the format, that's when you begin to understand the softwares of existence. And when you're on the outside, it's crazy because you can see it. But and only the doctors and only the literate are on the outside, okay? Because an insane motherfucker doesn't know they're an insane motherfucker. That's what you got to understand. Is that when you're stupid, you don't know you're stupid. Some people try to maintain the stupid before what I said earlier, voluntary slavery. So people get inside these groups to try to repair the terrible life that they had as a child, or what they want to deem as terrible. See, this is the whole this is another mysterious zone right here that is a software of our social paradigm as humans. Is the child wants to revolt against the adult, the parent, or what the prior um cultural understanding was. They want to change, they want to they want to make their place known. Each generation does this. So you have the child that wants to go against, and this is a software, this is always going to occur. So never see it as, oh, this is something terrible or something to rant and rave about when it happens in front of you politically. When the prince doesn't want to do what the king is saying, and they're bringing in a new thought pattern, and they want to be in the position of the parent, which is a jealousy line. The child becomes jealous of the parent, and that was my generation. And I would take a minute right now for everybody that's in my generation. I speak for them all when we say sorry to the next generation. We are the true drop off generation, my generation. Okay, those who are anywhere from, I say, maybe about 35 to around 50 right now, or 35 to 55. Everybody in that space, we failed. We extremely failed. It wasn't no situation like what we saw with the prior generations. Um, these kids are on heroin at 8 and 10 years old. They're on fucking this crazy shit out here. And let me show you what I mean. That's part of the opioid situation that was going on. See, what a lot of people don't know. Go talk to some of these kids. Go talk to some of those 20-year-old girls and shit. And they'll tell you that, oh, when I was younger, my mom used to take me to the doctor and then make sure that, mandate that the child was sick, Munchausen syndrome, and give her some pills. And she go get the pills. And the pills were all opioids. And that's what I'm referring to. So a lot of people have been on that shit and didn't even know they was on that shit because they don't know science, they don't know plants, they don't know none of that. And that information is kept within inside the realm of the industry, which is doctor. A lot of people don't know it unless you've been educated in that realm. And a lot of people have researched it, and they're bringing it forth now. But please understand that shit is all up in that opioid shit is in all types of dope. Yeah, and then we was just coming off the crack generation too, which the crack really did fuck up a lot of shit. Now, what's so crazy about what I'm talking about in the opium, and the homeboy over here just said we was coming off the crack generation. I never had no direct experience with that shit in none of my family. You know, um, I didn't live in the same city as none of my cousins neither. So, but none of my cousins are on none of that no crazy shit like that. They didn't experience that shit, and it's just crazy because, and what I was leaning on was, I was just talking about the opium thing. The opium thing been around humans for a very long time, since we have the opium wars, and it goes back to ancient China, it goes back to the Turks, it goes back to the hookah, it goes back to all of that type of crazy shit. And the opium, okay? So what really smacked civilization was the crack, that when that hit, because that opened up like a whole new realm of chemicals, which are all synthetic chemicals at that. chemicals that you can buy out of the Home Depot and shit like that. And people are, on that. They're on the fentanyl. I remember whenever I go out, I go to an event or something, I see all the girls smoking these little square vapes and shit. That's fucking shit up too. As you putting the glycerin all in the body and in the mind. They don't have a direct thinking course. So what's going to be happening with the guy 720 in news? Yeah, if y'all, I'm glad y'all talking in the chat. Keep it up. What's up to everybody, man? I appreciate y'all coming in. If you got something you want to ask me, now is the time. We're gonna be shooting. We're gonna be kicking the shit real quick because the shit's gonna be going on consistently. And when it comes to me doing videos and staying up on top of this, the year of the dragon sort of slaughtered the nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. The year of the dragon put me down a little bit. A lot of the crazy shit going on, the events that's going on, they fuck with your head. Where you at in life. I just hit 41. You dig what I'm saying? So it's crazy. This is a new zone. It's a new world. So I had to recollect this year, but it's bouncing back beautifully. Yeah, as you can see, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I do not look like no ragged, busted ass nigga. And we will never have that position. You understand what I'm saying? That is the lie. And neither will none of my fans, because I did a lot of research last night, found out my fans is my age range, of course. Back in the day, it used to be all over the place. But, and New York and LA, California got the most views. So I definitely appreciate that. Then New York is right in line. So you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful season. There's a lot of things in place with this presidency that's weird. It's all weird. The Aurora, Colorado. Can we talk about the Aurora, Colorado, my nigga? Hold on, somebody asked a question. Let's get to this. White versus white, or you consider them the same? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean. You gotta do further explanation on that question. But yeah, the presidency situation is wild. Whoo. I'm not a nigga that hates. So, I don't hate, I separate. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. That's gonna be one of my mottos. I don't hate, I separate. There's nothing to hate about. You understand? So a lot of the things that I say, they're really done in a neutral space, and I don't know how another person's processor of their thinking is built up, and they may take what I'm saying and want to put it here, want to try to box me here and all this other shit. No, we're not going up. We're going off the reality, like the last video I did, the reality. We have Hindu women about to get into the White House. We don't know what that is. We don't know the Hindu culture thoroughly. Even though I looked at my books last night, and all my books, the highest price for my books is in India. That's very interesting. You definitely need some FDA. You need the Food Drug and Administration over there, helping with them flies in that soup, my nigga. It's a crazy situation. I don't want none of that shit in the American diet. That shit you got going over there, we don't need none of that. The Mexican done killed the game with the taco salad, and you niggas chill. So we don't know. We don't know what the Bollywood is. We know you took, you copy the thing, you copy the Hollywood thing, just like everybody else on the planet. You want to copy, men do basketball for years. Now the women want to do the WNBA. It's like, I love a brain that likes to create my own shit. I want to do something new and invigorating. I don't want to be, sorry. I'm not that kind, man. I'm not going to follow up on another nigga. And see, that's why I wrote the Kicked Out of Heaven, the Untold History of the White Races, because nobody else done it. And it really hit my head that nobody else was gonna do it. So, and the time was now. So we do it. Just like the time is now with this presidency. Let's get back to it. I don't hate, I separate, like I was saying. So I don't hate Trump. I don't hate Kamala. Hate is a very hardcore, heavy energy. And I really don't see no point in doing it unless you're going to go ahead and get rid of it. When you get an energy that's built up in you, you got to get rid of it. Is how it works. To me at least. I'm not going to sit here and pontificate, nigga, over no motherfucking hatred with no Trump or with no Kamala. I don't give a fuck. I do know our country has went to shit, and that's pretty obvious with what we see on Biden's conditions. Biden's conditions, the nigga could barely talk. They had to. It was so embarrassing because see what happened was when they put down the COVID, they thought everybody was supposed to be dead by now. They said, "Oh, if you ain't take the COVID, you're gonna be dead." And then the niggas that took the COVID is falling down like flies. Niggas is still flexing out. You know, like I read a news article today about some 17-year-old kid over here in Italy somewhere, but they was taking the COVID shots over there too. So let's not get it fucked up. And there's many of these cases here, right here in America. Well, as a matter of fact, yeah, let's talk about that one. There was a woman eating a cat. She killed the cat and she was eating the cat in the hood in America. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if they got news article on and shit. Now, I didn't see so much crazy ass news. That's why we have to do the dumbass daily. Okay? We have to do the dumbass daily. It is time. Cause hold on. Let's see if I can find this article real quick. Yeah. Ohio woman allegedly kills cat and eats it on Facebook Live, nigga. Yes, this is the insanity I was talking about. This is the chemical influence, the social influence. You see? Let me see what I'm saying here. I don't even know about it. Should I show this? Oh my God. The woman is eating a cat, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. I think I'm gonna have to show this on the screen real quick. Cause see, everybody, you're not paying attention to what's going on around you. Well, I can't even really say that because it's too much shit niggas gotta be paying attention to when it comes to their everyday life. Cause this shit is coming down the pipeline. All the immigrants that took over the Aurora, Colorado. Okay. There's no gangster in sight finna go smash on these niggas and let them know this is America, nigga. You know? We don't come over here doing a goddamn thing. And what's really so funny is that if it was some niggas up in there, I have got to admit, if it was some niggas up in there, they would have had the SWAT team, the Marines, the Navy SEAL. They would have had everybody if it was some niggas that took over a motherfucking a 91 apartment bedroom building and started charging people. What the fuck is you talking about? So we can see that it's intentional. This shit is intentional, and that's why I wanted to apologize for any of the youngsters that's listening. Our generation failed. The Beavis and Butthead generation failed. We all thought we was gonna be the great gangster. We thought we was gonna be, out here thuggeroni Tony. Goddamn, we thought we was gonna be flipping the bird and flip some money and all this other shit. And our generation fucked up. Look at us. We're fucked up now. We're not even paying attention to what's going on with the presidency, proper voting. We're not controlling our government. We're not doing any of those things. But then at the same time, we weren't educated in the space to be aware of those things. And the reason why is because of the great shock that our parents got through trying to do all that revolutionary shit. They got their ass folded. CIA came through and said, nigga, pluck this nigga, pluck that nigga, pluck that nigga. And niggas was down. And everybody was crying. Then they even plucked the JFK. And they said, now simmer down now. We're going to see something about some revolution. Okay. And because they know what the revolution is. The white folks created it. It was a software that was developed before America was even designed, is what you got to understand. Like, revolutionism came through for black society through the light skins that were created in Haiti. Okay. And they were being sent back to France and Spain and blah, 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 and learning the tactics of revolution. I got it all inside the book. I can't even pull the book out and sold so many copies of it. The Real Nigga Etiquette Voodoo Edition. Get yours. You understand? Yeah, let's look at this, man. We gotta look at the woman eating the cat. Is it real? It's 720 talking crazy? Nah, nigga, this is in the news, nigga. It is in the news. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Ohio woman ate cat in front of people after killing it. August 22nd, 2024. You see this? This is what we're not paying attention to because we are the Ren and Stimpy generation, the garbage pail kids. You understand? You remember all of that. Ohio woman accused of killing a cat eating in front of people. Okay, yeah. It says a woman in Ohio was arrested after police say she stumped a cat to death and ate it in front of people, multiple people. A 27-year-old woman was charged Wednesday with cruelty to companion animals, according to Stark County Court records. Canton police arrested the woman on August 16th after they say she killed and ate a cat in a residential area in front of multiple people, according to an arrest report obtained by USA Today. During an arraignment hearing on Monday, the suspect's bond of $100,000 was set. WKYC reported. Her next hearing is on Friday. You see this? Now let's look at the video because you're a crazy motherfucker. This is what getting lit and all that alcoholism gonna do for you. Yeah, they tried to run you over with the getaway car. That's right. Oh, we ain't finna watch this whole shit. Come on now, let's get to. Oh, they got all these commercials. We not finna to do it. What the fuck? This woman eats the cat's hair. Her strange addiction. Do you see this shit? We got one woman eating a cat, and she was a black woman in the hood. And then we got the white fat woman over here. This woman eats her cat hair. Do you see? This is the world we are in. It has gone mad. It's all gone mad, you know. And it's a terrible thing. But well, I'm gonna be presenting news crazier than that probably here in a minute. Because what's really going on is people want to crash out. People want to crash out. You know what you gotta understand, and what the kid I can't talk about one subject without going back to the medieval. You understand? I need to talk about that real quick. Okay, before I'm about to say what I'm about to say. A lot of people have been hitting me upside the head lately, be like, man, you represent the medieval, man. You are the medieval. This is me. This is what I does, which is the origins of today's society. You understand what I'm talking about? And I had to go through a lot of crazy rites that I lived through that were rites that I didn't know I was going through rites because it was just my life that led me to this, that let me, have the master key to put into the lock, you understand, of this energy. And it's the most potent energy I've ever felt in my life. I'll tell you that right now. This is the strongest shit I have ever felt in my life. It is a time machine. Okay. Now, what I was about to say was that, damn, I forgot the point. I mean, excusez-moi, French, right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this what I was just talking about with the whole cat eating thing, witchcraft. That's right here, volume 2. Okay. Volume 2. They weren't eating cats in there. Well, actually, yeah, they were disemboweling cats. If you take a cat and disembowel it and stuff his body with fruits, you can throw it over the mountain and it'll create a wind fucking hurricane. If you throw it on a mountain over next to the sea, that is the ritual that happened for King James to enforce him to write demonology. You know what I'm saying? Is because he survived an attack that occurred by witches that were throwing, cats over the hill, and creating these big storms. You know what I'm saying? And that was supposed to kill him while he was in the ocean because he was on a ship with his wife. And he was just coming back from somewhere. I didn't get I don't got all of those details memorized, but it is a part of it. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you want to know what's going on and you want to be prepared for the dumbass that's about to occur on this planet, and political insanity is like what we're looking at right now, which is another software of the human socialism. Okay, it's insanity. You understand? The great, political conspiracy is did the king get assassinated? Who assassinated the king? Was he poisoned? Oh my god, this is the same shit that went on in Persia, Greece, Egypt. It went on everywhere. What are you talking about? Assyria, Sumeria. There's always some political issues, some melee, somebody's fighting somebody. You know what I'm saying? The mother teaches the son to take over the kingdom and kill everybody, and she wants to be the top of the throne. And then the same shit happens over here in Egypt. With certain families and bloodlines fighting each other for the throne and who's going to rule over the land. It was split into North and South Egypt at one time. So it's political insanity is just a part of the white man's structure. They mastered it as a software in old Europe, and that's what I was talking about. That was the point I was on, was how the real nigga etiquette, the voodoo edition, was I learned everything about how the light skins were created into this revolutionary mind frame with the way they were being treated throughout the course of their life and the way they were being taught certain schisms of political science, basically. And you know they would leave the island as a free child or some shit, go to France, be educated, and then come back to the island, and the laws switched up, and they would be treated like a slave. So because they were educated, they couldn't handle being treated like they were educated in France or Spain, and they came back to the islands, and they were being treated like a slave because the laws had changed over the space of like 10, 20 years, 30 years, and then when they come back and they see that the laws have changed and they understand revolutionaryism, because there's like the first hardcore revolution when it comes to medieval times is the Beggar's Opera, which is basically like a play, or hold on, is that the name? The Beggar's Opera is a play that was basically, yeah, the Beggar's Opera is a play. That wasn't the name of the first hold on, I gotta see what it is. Let me see here. There was a specific name of a revolution that was extremely large. Was it called the I think it's called the Peasants Revolt. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, I think it's the Peasants Revolt. Yeah. Yeah, it was exactly. Boom, the brain be moving around. It's the Peasants Revolt that occurred in 1381. Okay. And back in those times, a peasant was underneath what you want to call the Lord. And the Lord was, and how that word got shifted into landlord is a lot of hardcore energy loaded inside that word, because the Lord could actually abuse or take whatever he want from the peasant at any given time. There were specific foods they couldn't eat. They couldn't they couldn't do certain things at certain times of day. It was like real hardcore slavery that was going on during the Peasants Revolt. So this is one of the like, it may not have been the first insurrection when it comes to Western civilization, but this is the largest one that occurred that was in our most recent time period, which was the medieval. And there was a lot of, in 1381, the conditions and the things that they were doing to each other, astronomical. Bodies hanging on trees, organs hanging out everywhere. There's body parts and arms on buildings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is the everyday eyesight, and this is how people would get slaughtered. And we weren't taught revolution here in America. There was a couple of insurrections and revolts that went down, but they weren't large enough or large scale. And the number one principle to it is manpower. There wasn't enough manpower. You see what I'm saying? And right now is about the most embarrassing time period, when in comparison to all other civilizations on this planet, when it comes to the peasants' laziness, and when it comes to we don't have the gall to revolt. We're not unified psychologically, and due to that fact, and they put all these other programs in front of us. So do you want to be in that group? Are you a furry? Are you fucking Comic Con? Are you a this? Are you a cop? Are you a black? They got so many different programs that they've loaded in people's minds that, and then all of these programs are optional. So every human's mind is built off of a unique concoction of whatever chemicals they consume and whatever they're watching or they take as a philosophy or an agenda to add towards the operation of their life. You see? And due to that fact, we're all divided. So there's not going to be no revolution when it comes to this shit. People are just going to the slaughter like pigs, especially when you look at this whole situation with the Aurora. The Aurora situation is crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. That shit is, yeah, all the peasants on TikTok shit, the TikTok, that's probably gonna phase out. They said it was supposed to be done in 9 months. We gonna see. This year has been a wild year for everybody. We really gonna see what's gonna crack off. We don't know what's gonna crack off. Nobody could tell the future. Well, it looks like I have several times and it occurred in said format. But in all reality, I think it goes back to some shit I said years ago when I don't think they're here on the planet anymore. They're gone. The ballers are gone. Like they don't care. Like, well, a lot of people, nobody has to care is one thing that I've understood since a young child. We're in it's a very cold pattern of thinking that people have out here. And, we're not defending ourselves from shit. Nobody can do it individually. And it's crazy. It's everybody has this dependency mind frame. A lot of videos show up on my TikTok and be niggas getting arrested and shit. Women getting arrested and shit. And they think they can call their mom and call their dad and call their wife or husband or call the lawyer. I'm calling my lawyer. Don't touch me. Motherfucker, do you know how this shit about to work? Like, have you been, debrief the nigga on how this shit been operating? You been get your ass locked up. You know what I'm saying? And that's motherfucking true. Yeah. Y'all go ahead and donate, do all that good shit, man. 720 need it. Get your passport. Everybody prepare themselves however they want to prepare. I don't care. And in this reality, man, I really don't know if this shit is anything to really fight for. Like, like you got to think about. I remember one time years ago, I was talking about the old zombie shit, which we had a zombie situation that happened here in Vegas. Nigga got his eye and his ear. He got his eye sucked out his skull and got his ear ripped off. This happened this year in Vegas. Okay. And it's like, nigga, is this shit? My nigga was like, bro, I'm just finna empty my little clip I got, bro, and then let the zombies eat me, bro. I don't give a fuck. I mean, you gotta really think about it, bro. The whole planet got zombies on it everywhere, dog. What you gonna do, dog? You gonna be out here, doing the Rambo, nigga, fighting the predator, nigga, in the jungle, nigga. It's all over, dog. I'll just go ahead and take the eternal nap. I don't give a fuck about fighting for this shit. Like, what is there to fight for? Like, what is there to fight? Like, really think about it. We fighting to pay bills? Is that what we doing? Somebody asked me, hold on. Are you familiar with the Heartland theory, the Anglo-Saxon elite, the Five Eyes plan to take over the world by capturing you? No, I don't get into those type of details, brother. They look, the game is ruled by one word: socialism. You are speaking their words and living in their culture. They've already dominated the world. They've already done it. World domination. I remember Kevin O'Leary said, it's like, how are we going to succeed in world domination? He was talking about a product. And that's what it is. The product is world domination. Having your name in every location is world domination. And that's what they've done. You understand? When you go to the airplanes, let's talk about the airplane industry, right? Did you know that every pilot has to speak English no matter what location of the planet you're on, because the English invented the plane and presented it to the world? So you have to speak our language in order to operate the machinery, because it is our invention. That is called world domination right there. You see, due to the fact that I could provide you with the convenience from flying from one country to another within the span of a couple of hours, I will get to know everything about your whereabouts, what you're doing. I want to know I'm going to be involved inside your culture now and all of that. You see, that is world domination. Okay. The man who wins the true warrior wins the fight without fighting. And that's exactly what has occurred. You know what I'm saying? I went to China one time. All them motherfuckers at 6 o'clock in the morning had on suits and was drinking the coffee. They won. It is magic. You understand? It is magic. The white man has touched the zone called the neutral and the standard. Okay. The standard is for all men. You all need socks. The socks make the feet feel good in the shoe. You need shoes. Okay. The standard for everybody. Okay. And I win the soul. And that is what has occurred. So there's already been world domination. I wanted a little bit of world domination, so I put out the Kicked Out of Heaven, which is still being read all over the world, on the .edu, and has a very high value. Same with the Encyclopedia on the Alchemy of Women. All my books is in the hundreds of dollars everywhere. I really find that phenomenal. I'm really thinking about that yesterday. It's like, damn, some old young nigga came up in here, wrote some books, made some music, and all of this nigga books is all the way up. They place a very high value on my literature in the internet. I don't know if that's to try to stop sales or just because that's the normal evaluation. I don't know, but we do have another book coming with another album sooner or later. It might be done this year. It might be done in the next year. Next year is gonna be I gotta be very precise on how I operate. It's the year of the snake, and that's not a healthy zone. That's all I can say. But the Vegas is back, and that's for sure. But yeah, let's talk about it. So back to this whole Trump thing. I don't hate, I separate, my nigga. I'm not gonna waste no energy hating on anybody about shit. You see, and a lot of people thought I was hating on niggas like the Polite and all these other niggas. Nigga, look at the results. I knew what it was. I knew what it was back then. I knew what it was. Niggas was playing their cards wrong. Everybody was playing their cards wrong. How many people crashed out trying to get some money? When you've seen my situation grow every year, how many niggas then crashed out? They got too deep in the fame. They got too deep in the drugs. They disappeared into the realm of nothingness. You understand? What is it? People wanted me to link up with these niggas and speak the good word. Like, nigga, I don't know what word no nigga speak. I speak balance. I can't do the fantasy shit. Don't do the Walt Disney in your life. Walt Disney's last words that he wrote down on a piece of paper on his desk before he died was kill Goofy. He knew it. You see? That was the professional way to say kill these bitch ass niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Who is these niggas, man? Like that nigga Tommy Davis said, that shit was funny as hell. We got to stay away from these niggas. And that's exactly what the fuck is going on. So stay away. If you vote for Kamala and them, you are underneath the cloak of great perversion. And that's just what you see all up in the whole Kamala situation with the walls and all of these niggas and their history line. It's all perversion. Her husband was boning on the teacher. All types of crazy shit was going on over there. It is scandal. And that is, once again, like I said earlier, it is the software. The sex scandal, we've been having it for eons. Niggas need to go into the ring and box the presidents. You understand? Because that's the entertaining line that those who are the children of the garbage pail kids, the children of The Simpsons. You understand? That's what we comprehend. You've all raised us to be too fucking stupid. And now we can't keep up with what's going on in government and lay down no revolution because you're not educated on revolution. Revolution is rageful. You know, we look in human history, you see a lot of rage. You see men eating hearts and shit and all types of shit. She was raised on the Kama Sutra and her husband was raised on the Talmud. It gets ugly. Yeah, her husband is a Jew. Yeah, we don't know. She doesn't have children. So we don't know what's going on. We do know that the daughter is great reject of the world. She doesn't look like a lady, you know. That's why she was so happy wearing that dress up there at the DNC because that was her first time taking some jeans off. And got these bitches out here nowadays wearing these big ass jeans and ain't got no tits on them, you know. And it's terrible. These are not women who have the the baby bearing hips. You understand is what it's called. Okay. They don't have it. They're not prepared. These are called the Wendy's McFry hips. Okay. The McFry cheese. Okay. Is what these motherfuckers be like. That's the stature because that's what they understand. That's what they were built off of. They're a microwave oven. So we need to, I need to start painting. And I'm gonna paint and the pregnant belly is gonna be a microwave oven. Because that's what we've done. You know, a lot of the children, they're embarrassed about their organs, so they go join the LGBTQ and go do weird shit. This is in medical documents. You better understand that. This is in medical documents. Okay. I ran into a lot of that shit while I was writing the Encyclopedia on Alchemy and Women. It's a very dangerous zone niggas is playing with all them chemicals a woman puts on her body while she's pregnant. It's turning your child into the swamp thing. Do you understand? Okay. The child comes out. The child slaps on the floor and scoots across the floor with a slime trail. This is what happens when you consume the motherfucking fast food dumb shit. You know, yeah, you got the dumbass number 3 with no pickles, is what happened. Okay. And you mixed it with the embryo, and now we have great we have great cauldron, Halloween cauldron of human dumbass that will evolve out of the pot, that will emerge, okay, and knock on your door for candy, okay. We do not support the wheelchair. Do you understand? Nigga, we do not, nigga. We want what the human's supposed to be on the motherfucker. We're not gonna slow down the civilization. We're not gonna slow down growth. We will not. We will not slow down expansion. Okay, that's exactly what's going on. There are a lot of deformed motherfuckers in the world. I'm tired of seeing that shit, man. Like, what happened? You know, somebody didn't give a fuck somewhere. You know, and you got to give a fuck. If you want to survive in ease, if you want to make life complicated, then don't give a fuck and see how far you get. You know, and you also got to remind yourself, everybody don't want to get far. People don't want to grow, don't want to, expand, don't want to grow. And see, that's the whole thing. How a lot of people get me confused. A lot of people been hitting me up lately. Oh, nigga, we want you on top of the game. We want you to take over, nigga. Then pay for it, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? Because if you think I'm gonna go out here in this world and get treated like the motherfucking puppets that you niggas been witnessing your whole life get slaughtered, you lost your goddamn mind. I'm not in that mind frame. You dig what I'm saying? Niggas is doing funny shit. Niggas got funny music videos they done did. Niggas is all weird. It's weird shit going on, B. You ain't seen it? This is what's been going on. And if you think that the way I put out an album, a label is going to be like, yeah, we're going to put this type of shit. Nigga, please, nigga, I put out slappers, nigga. Okay? I have motherfucking classics in the game off my albums that was not produced by any motherfucking label. A label probably couldn't even produce an album better than mine at this point. You ain't touching the Symphony of Millions and the Harmony of Fun, nigga. You not touching the foot up a bitch's ass. You not touching the cover. You not touching the lyrics, nigga. Give a fuck what a nigga talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I don't, man. It's not arrogance, man. I stayed with what I knew, and this is what I know at the end of the day. This is what separates 720 from the mass dumbass we have out here. Mass A. I like order because order works. It's really that simple. I don't like weird shit. Weird shit brings potential loss. It will bring loss. So I don't fuck with weird shit. I advise you not neither. I like order. I like cleanliness. It's okay, have a little organized mess here and there. Everybody ain't super, squeaky clean up in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This desk ain't fully clean right now. I got shit right here, but y'all need all this action and shit in the background because that's how people mind move, right? Order is superior to chaos. That's all there is to it. Order is superior to chaos. Was a home built out of order or chaos? It was built out of order. Everything is measured to a specific point. Is the highways designed out of order or chaos? Order. Okay. Are ships made out of order or chaos? Everything is order, my nigga. Law is order. You know what I'm saying? Law and order, nigga. I don't get why people want to support the chaotic lane and think that they're supposed to get some type of good, result. For every action, there's a reaction. And you better predict your reaction before you make the action. You better look and see. I make calculated risks. Everything is risky. Okay? Learning how to walk is risky. No, see, somebody said this. The woman is chaotic. Let's talk about it. Chaos is imminent. It will be there. But you have to have an orderly chaos because chaos is volatile. See, the root definition of chaos when it comes to human behavior is committing activities without considering who else the results may affect. Okay? That's being chaotic. Chaotic is committing activities and behaviors without considering how your actions may affect others that are connected to you or don't got to be connected to you, just others, period. Connected to you or disconnected. You're on the dope. Here goes a story out here in LA. A woman was on the dope, social influencer, millions of followers, and she went and popped. She did the Tootsie, yayo, the pink yayo, balling, She was in her Mercedes Benz. Something triggered in the brain. Bleep. Too much Carl's Jr., bitch. Bitch, you had too much Starbucks today, and now we're on the dope, bitch. Okay? Now what happens? Lane switches in the brain. Bing! She starts driving, runs past the red light. Wow! Hits two people. Life in prison. Dumb bitch. That's what it is. This is life, my friend. This is what happens when you are in the chaotic space and not in control. You see, if you're doing third-party drugs, make sure you are locked up in your home with your significant other, opposite gender. Do you understand? Okay. And you have great monkey dance time is what you do. Okay. When you are on the dope. This is law. This is law. Okay. In your home. Let's say a motherfucker wants to get epileptic. Nigga, we gonna put your ass up in the cold shower and wake your ass up. You understand? Okay? You don't do the hard drug on the streets. There's too much shit going on that fuck with the brain. You got street lights, you got lights, you got sounds, you got blah, 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 blah. There's too much shit. You need to maintain the frequency energy levels. And you need to be at the crib. You need to put on the harmonizing music, okay? And have good slap back time with the lady. That's it, nigga. All this other shit you motherfuckers be trying to do. Motherfuckers be out here 20 pills and shit at the fucking club. If you don't get the fuck out of here, control, nigga. You don't even know what type of dope people be on nowadays. This shit is wild. That's why I apologize to the children. We failed you. We thought we was gonna be all of this other shit. And the crackers knew to play. They was playing the game. They said, look at these stupid motherfuckers. Okay, they're not going to college. Let's give them call centers and make them think they're getting somewhere. White boys eating out them call centers, nigga. Yeah. 200, 300 a day. Yeah. On a nigga. And you down here with the, huh, can I, hello. We're on the motherfucking phone. You know, I've been there. I've been in several call centers. I just got out of one, nigga. You understand? So I already know what that experience is. And it's sad because we don't have the psychological unification. People too scared. You know, and I be seeing it. I was looking at my analytics. Don't nobody in Vegas, the Vegas or Nevada is not a state that be looking at it, nigga. Too high. The other locations do. You dig what I'm saying? It'd be some real small towns, motherfuckers in towns, only 2,000 people population. Like, nigga, what is you doing with the guy 720 over here on your fucking farm? You understand? But that's where we need to be. We all need the farm intelligence. I'm going to tell you right now. Because motherfuckers lost their mind. Let them drop a goddamn bomb like these niggas is talking about. And nigga ain't going to know how to eat. Right, this motherfucker. Niggas are going to need some seeds. Niggas going to have to learn how to catch a goat. We're going to have to learn how to skin an elk, nigga. You know? As if the elk is even good, because the elk and the deer, supposedly, they got a disease called the zombie disease. These niggas is growing big ass warts and pus bumps all around up there in Montana and North Dakota, South Dakota, and all that shit. And then they got the bears is coming back supposedly too. They have found the brown bear over there, and I think it is Wyoming and shit. There's been a couple of sightings, and they've been endangered in America for a very long time. So there's been a wolf attack, nigga. A woman in California got attacked by 27 Great Danes. How in the fuck do you get attacked by 27 Great Danes, nigga? That is some shit. Bro, if 27 Great Danes roll up on me, I'm serving you, nigga. You about to get served the nigga. You understand? I'm pulling out the 4-5. I'm blickying you motherfuckers. You done lost your goddamn 27 Great Danes. Could you imagine 27 Great Danes in the room right now, nigga? Oh my God, the poisons. You understand? The parasites. And that's another thing you can do. You gotta watch out fucking on these bitches. The parasite is out here. The parasite lives in the animal. It goes from the animal to the human. Because the human is dumbass. You understand? The human, let me tell you something. I've been hearing this whole thing about you know, people they pets dying. And I've heard this a couple times recently. So it's a weird dimension because I don't have no pets. You know, I have grown up with pets. I've had a lot of pets. I've had turtles, fish, ducks, chicken, cats, dog. I had all that when I was younger. Okay. But as an adult, we're not doing it. I got a couple of fucking turtles and fish for my boys and shit, so they can see. But we not doing no dog and no cat, nigga. You lost your goddamn mind. When it passes your brain and you understand, cause see, I live around here with white folk, and the white folk in the gated community, they got these little poop fairy stands. You know, they got these little things, and nigga, pick up your dog shit with your nasty ass. Is what it says on the sign. Okay. And they go get the little napkin out the thing and they pick up the dog shit. So it passes your brain. It says, damn. So a woman that owns a dog or maybe even a wild alley cat, because see, there's a difference in between cats. You got alley cats and you got farm cats. And farm cat, they automatically know where the shit. They're not gonna bring that type of shit around the house. They're gonna go out there in the alley. I mean, go out there in the woods somewhere and shit. You know, alley cats don't give a goddamn. An alley cat will get on your counter and goddamn shit. Now this is game from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know because nowadays all the breeds are they done mixed up all these goddamn breeds. It's crazy shit. Even though domesticated animals don't give a fuck about breeds, but what you gotta understand is that these little small ass little dogs, these bitches think it's cute, these lap dogs and shit. These motherfuckers, where these motherfuckers come from? They are microwaving the motherfucking animal. You understand? And they sell it to you for $5.99. 20% off. Do you understand? Now, what's going on here? When you think about it, you say, so the white folk or these bitches be out here with these animals. That means you touch dog shit every day. If you own a dog, you are touching the dog shit every day, nigga. And you are inhaling dog fart. And you think this is shit is something like, nigga, man, look, I can't attach my emotions to no animal, you know. Um, so people with animals dying and they be acting like they all sad and shit. I don't really get it. Like, I'm not gonna attach no fucking my emotional structure to an animal being. Like, that shit is some weird shit. That's some bestiality shit in my head. See, I don't. Emotions is what they call it, love bonding. You love bonding with the animal, nigga. Is that what's going on? You know, because I don't see how a motherfucker gonna replace the beauty of a woman with an animal. You know what I'm saying? For how the female think about dudes, I guess it should be similar, but I don't know. The shit is lost in the sauce. Niggas is on the vaccination. You know. Yeah, you touching the worm, you touching the parasite. You ain't even supposed to be around cats if you're pregnant. Because the Toxoplasma gondii in the Encyclopedia of the Alchemy on women is going to enter your body through your skin, go up into your gut. And that's what I'm saying. You can't be fucking on these bitch, man, bitch. Got the goddamn, she got the Wendy's motherfucking parasite, goddamn. You bitch, you got the Chipotle parasite, goddamn. You don't know what the man bitches be having funky ass diets. Man, I cannot fuck with nobody eating no lobster and no shrimp, my nigga. You eating the worm, you eat the roach, nigga. The spider is what you're doing. This is reality shit. And then once we get these fucking areas clean out of the way and we can be civil, all religious doctrines say don't eat these backwards ass things as food. But they knew that the human was great Neanderthal. And the Neanderthal is going to do exactly that. And that's what he did. The Neanderthal went down to the ocean and took some fish eggs and called it caviar and gonna eat that shit. Reversed eel, nigga. You know, what is you talking about? You know, you can't have that shit fucking with the brain. And that's why people have gone mad. The madness is rampant. You drive past the hospital, you see 3-4 buildings up here. And the reason why you see 3-4 buildings is because these niggas got behavioral hospitals. You are insane. You know what I'm saying? But everybody want to act insane till that stick go upside their head. That's when the intelligence seeps back through. Nigga become Albert Einstein once that stick go upside the head. You see? And that the human, it's gonna happen to the human. The human will be bopped upside the noggin because it is needed. Look at what we got going on here. You know, they over there letting all these immigrants in the country. It's about to get violent. You think we about to go into a civil war? Will you stand up for America? Are you American, nigga? The fuck is you talking about? Like, it is a part of your identity. Everybody listening, it is a part of your identity. It is a part of my identity, whether you like it or not. You speak English, nigga. All your experiences come from America. If you love yourself, then you love America. Hands down. You can't get around it. That is what a part of the game is. Whether you're accepted, whether you're denied, whether you're refried, it don't matter. Okay? That is what you know. Okay? And we allow the immigrant, the Venezuelan, want to come up here and be angry. I saw a news clip the other day. It was on the news clip. It was asking a lady. She was like, yeah, so, when you come up here, you waving your goddamn flag and shit. We don't give a fuck about your flag. Like, what the fuck does that mean? See, they have educated the world with such, 0.005% revolution. You don't even know what the fuck you're doing. They asked the lady, yeah, so, what's going on? She was like, well, we're from Venezuela. We're just coming up here to, let you know that we're here and to show our face. What the fuck does that mean? We don't want to see your face. You understand? What does that mean? We're not going to your country to see your face, for you to see our face. We don't give a fuck. Turn on the TV, nigga, and you will see Fox News. You will see the CNN, and that is all the American face you need to see. You take your ass back down there and do whatever the fuck you was doing, because we didn't ask you for shit. And you coming up here causing great disruption. And we do have the Navy SEALs are here, the Marines are here. And America has been pumped psychologically with war and dystopian and movies and shit like that. So we go to war. We want war. Okay. And we have the gun store and we have, we have tricksters. Don't let Bubba come out. Now they say the motorcycle gang and the motorcycle gang, the Hells Angels and the Mongols and another one, the Outlaws, I think it is, are all ganging up and they're gonna go down there and put a spanking on the goddamn Venezuelan up in Colorado. We gonna see. The police came out and said, where's you Bloods and Crips and all you super gangsters at now? You ain't heard a peep. And the police said that the feds is not getting involved. Well, nigga, if it was some niggas up in there, you niggas would have came up in there with all the military to shut the Negro down. So we're going to see what's going to go on. There's a lot of crazy racial mixture. We don't know who is who and what is what, and we're going to get to sit back and watch about what the fuck is going on. Because right there in Aurora, Colorado, I bet you people are still going to go get their KFC and their White Castle. And right now as we speak, they're not giving no fuck about what's going on with no Venezuelan gang. And it's a threat. It is a threat. It's serious, but what do we know about seriousness? Americans don't take on shit serious. Our brains have been flatlined with how many recessions, how many hoaxes, how many letdowns through Hollywood and other stars, and how many deaths, from Hollywood and other stars that the collective and the individual mind of the American has been affected by. All the fires in California. Didn't we have like 10 years of fires that burnt down the state of California by now? I mean, what the fuck was that about? The tornadoes, no other place on the planet has tornadoes but America, nigga. The Native American spirit gonna kick your ass. And it's just like the hurricanes is the African slip, the African slave ship energy gonna come through and kick your motherfucking ass. And that's what's going on. And we have to organize these energies correctly in the physical standpoint. The only way a nigga gonna do it is being intellectually sound with what's required. And the first thing that's required is finances. Nobody's talking in these areas, and they're not going to because they don't have the courage to. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm not none of this program that people want me to be. People want me to be on top, and I understand that, but I understand what being on top is. And being on top is a show to you. It's something that you can smile at and fucking, be happy about and shit. You don't know what's happening to that person that's behind the scenes that's on the screen, and which is also behind the scenes to you because you're on the other side of the screen. You don't know. These niggas is liars. You see how they do in the rap game? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is these niggas? Just come out with all types of reports about other niggas. Whack 100 out here on every other nigga. Oh, okay, yeah, on every other nigga got paperwork. Who gives a fuck? Like, dog, where is that shit important at in existence? That shit is important nowhere. What is the point, nigga? What are you trying to achieve? What are we achieving? You know what I'm saying? Um, it's achieving nothing. There's nothing done for the collective, nothing done for the individual. You understand? Um, there's all of these niggas. Somebody said I'm old school. No, I'm not. Well, yeah, the old school is stronger than now. We built train tracks. Yeah, these niggas can't build apps nowadays. Nigga couldn't build a beat properly. Nigga, I'm from a time period where whole orchestras and bands played together. Nigga, and one nigga can't make a beat. God. So everything about the past is stronger than the now. We survived real plagues without cell phones. In the yesteryear. You understand? They got Central C. I don't know who British. I don't know. It's hard for me to respect rappers from other countries like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, develop your own shit. Like, you have your own culture line. Do that shit over there. I don't know. A lot of niggas like that shit because I guess it's getting them paid by having a fan that's looking up to him and shit. But I don't give a fuck about no nigga looking up to a nigga. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to. I don't know. This shit is weird because I never looked up to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is letdowns and liars. So I never really applied that energy to be attached or try to live vicariously through somebody or try to attach myself to somebody else's own. I don't. That shit is hard for me to conceive. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? That shit is. Every nigga has his own shoes that they wearing. You know, and you're gonna be in your own shoes until you're death, and nobody else can wear your name. Nobody else can be in your skin. Nobody else can breathe at the speed you breathe at. Like, I don't get it, but it's a psychological fuck off people are into. So it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just want to let y'all know 2:00 every day of the week we're gonna be here bringing it to you. I'm gonna be bringing a lot of news. A lot of news that's going on right now. We're gonna be going over a lot of different subjects. I will say that. So it ain't just gonna be news for the dumbass, okay? Because I'm gonna be talking about what's going on with this chip shortage thing. Which, yeah, I'm just gonna mention that. I'm not even gonna talk about the details that I know about it because it's ugly and it is a very large possibility, and we don't know what would happen after that, but like, I will say this, you got about 4 or 5 years with these cell phones, and that shit is gone. Nobody's marketing new cell phones. It's been quite some time, and we see why. Because niggas is out here lying. Well, not lying. People out here not paying attention, and there's a lot of things for us to be paying attention right now in order to maintain society. And we have to maintain society. You have to do it for your children. It is a large collective effort. And it's always been like that. And if we let this shit collapse now, you know what I'm saying? You can't blame anybody but ourselves. They hoodwinked us with a bunch of Hennessy and tequila and partying over the past 20 years, or we intentionally did it so we could ignore our responsibilities and let the whole fucking civilization fall. Um, that's just what it is, So we don't know what's going on right now. Let's try to figure it out. Yeah, it's funny you said that. If technology was to drop, yeah, there's going to be people dying from brain aneurysms alone. People are so psychologically dependent upon, the whole internet realm. That's why I take my little breaks, and you know what I'm saying? I try to keep it kosher and yeah, put my brain onto something else. But now I got to go like full force in this realm. I don't really like it, but I mean, I can't be saying that shit. I don't like it, but it is what it is, man. That's just, you got to play the position that you're in. So let's make beauty emerge out of whatever the fuck we got. Okay, and yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all got something to say or a question to ask real quick? Go ahead and do it before I get up out of here. And if y'all got a specific song y'all want to hear on closing, go ahead and state it now or forever keep your peace. You understand? Do I think relationships will be better off without cell phones? Uh, um, okay, Sins of the Father, I'll play that track. Do I think relationships will be better off without cell phones? Hell yeah. Cell phones destroyed relationships. Most definitely cell phones. Well, not cell phones, smartphones. Smartphones destroyed relationships. Smartphones and texting destroyed relationships. I remember when I had a little flip phone in junior year of high school, and I was talking to my sister because my dad had got me a cell phone, got my sister a cell phone. My sister hits me up and we're talking, and she told me to go to this. She told me to press like the settings and go to text or whatever, and it was a blank space. And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And she was like, "Watch this," and she sent me hi or something. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I thought it was stupid. I don't like texting. Texting is extremely against the law of the streets. Period. And it will always be that way. That's why the ancient rules are far more superior than these modern day rules. Automatically, texting is documentation. How many times have you seen that on the news and situations where people getting arrested and shit like that? Eh, You know, so I thought testing was stupid. And then I remember, like, shortly after that, the brain shut down. And everybody was like, no, it took about maybe 2-3 years. And then the brain started shutting down when people was like, oh, yeah, I only text, I don't talk. And I'm like, what the fuck, dog? What type of fucking weird ass are you? Like, I don't like a stupid motherfucker, and texting makes me, I can't talk because it makes me nervous. And I don't want to deal with no weak ass brain. Nobody claiming no ADD, no ADHD. Fuck all that retarded ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So you could talk and say a lot more than you could with texting. And then there's also inflection of the voice that defines your words a little bit better sometimes. You can also hear the soul. You definitely need to hear the soul when you're talking to somebody. Let them know, so you can know what type of mental state a motherfucker is at before you end up doing anything with them. Sometimes people don't feel too good, and sometimes you gotta ask them, "Yo, what's wrong, nigga?" And let a motherfucker, tell what's wrong. And you can't do that type of shit over text, and you don't know what type of environment a motherfucker's in. None of that shit. Cell phones, smartphones fucked up relationships, period. Especially when they put that camera in them. Now, you take that camera and you take makeup out of society, women don't feel beautiful anymore. And I remember back in the day, a woman could be drop dead gorgeous, and she will not know it. She will not react to it. And drop dead gorgeous back then was no makeup. It was Maury and Ricky Lake and all the motherfuckers that brought that goddamn makeup in when they brought the motherfucking weirdo in. They brought the motherfuckers doing the makeup shit, and if the dude was the dude and the girl was the girl shit, it was doing all that fucking weird shit. That's what brought in makeup, is when they started saying, oh, okay, we're gonna take this little busted ass chick and we're gonna turn her into a drop dead gorgeous bitch and go do some makeup. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit sold makeup to the younger girls, because makeup wasn't even in the store back in the day. If you want to be technical, makeup was in Mary Kay. They used to be driving around with the pink Cadillacs, and they would have a little convention at the house of your little party group of how many people you knew, and try to sell that shit. You know, yeah, makeup is interwoven with the trans energy. Yeah, and trans don't have no energy. Transmission on your car has an energy, but anything else trans, it does have no energy. I don't know what it is. It's repulsive to existence. It's repulsive to the hominid. It is repulsive to human existence. You've done nothing in this paradigm. You have fought no wars, and you have not invented anything. We do not have to treat you like a motherfucking human. You are microwaved. You came out of the alien pod. You emerged from the scum of the bottom of the public toilet, nigga. You get the fuck out of here. You understand? And the reason being is because I protect the children. You protect the children. You see, that's what people don't know. The medieval knew. They put the weirdo to the motherfucking stake. You understand? And the reason why they did that is because they understood your weirdo is going to come in and affect the children because you're a weirdo. And the weirdo does the weirdo shit. And that's what we see when Obama signed in the weirdo to do Great Bird. They've done the bird, and in the document that they signed, the bill that they signed, they said that the tranny could fucking read books to the kids in school and shit. And they can go ahead and enter in all of these weird ass graphic literature into the school buildings. That shit was signed in the same bill that allowed the bird to get married. So you see how they already knew the map that you don't know, because we have not studied civilization on detail. You see what I'm saying? You have to study civilization on detail. And this is all part of the plan. This is part of the woman's plan. She is the infantry of the Western cultural militia, which you have to understand, in the Western cultural militia, everybody is a spy. Okay. And they don't want postmodern revolutionaries. Okay. Well, let me see here. What's sick is that in a few years, you won't be able to tell the difference. You're going to have to check birth certificates. I'm cool. I'm not doing that much brain rap around motherfuckers, B. The value of coochie has plummeted, unfortunately. Okay? And in many different ways. The woman is the only product. She has made herself a product. She's been a product for a very long time that devalues herself. Is this not product when you are online? You are so-called providing a service of being nude on your OnlyFans, and people purchase. So anything that is purchased is a product or service. You decorate yourself as a product to provide a service, is what's going on in the realms of business. Okay? So you are produce, and you equate your value by how much you can charge, and how much people pay you, and how much the pay pigs, and they buy the feet pictures and all this other shit. You see what I'm saying? That's where you get your value from. Otherwise, you have no other value. You have no prestigious title to claim in society, which is of a profession that assists other people, okay, and the security of other people, right? The convenience for other people. You provide nothing. Okay, let's keep this clear. See, a lot of people want to call this shit hating, or want to call this shit misogynist. It's not misogyny. These are the reality to it. Do I think prostitution will eventually be legalized? It will adjust society greatly. My other nigga asked me this question, and I don't know. Prostitution has always been legalized on this planet at all time periods in all civilizations. We got away from it in America after the 1900s. In between the 1900s and the 1940s, they were all shut down. And the reason being is because, actually, it was a little bit earlier than, more like 1930s. But the reason being is because they bring ill repute to the neighborhood, and there is a lot of vice that comes around brothel locations. So you have a lot of, there's drugs, there's alcohol, there's fights, and they had it fully set up. Brothels were fully set up as a full-blown business in the medieval times, with a restaurant that's feeding the food. There was a specific type of shit. You can buy the food, buy the girl, buy some liquor, all under one bill. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you look into the details of it, Trump's grandfather owned a brothel, a hotel brothel. All hotels in America birthed out of the brothel. But then you'll rarely find a civilization that didn't start with prostitution. Sort of like what's the one? It starts with a C. Corinth, from the Corinthians. Corinth, Rome, is started by the finances from prostitution. You know, remember that? It was a long time ago. But yeah, um, I don't know. Who knows if they'll legalize it? Um, how does the strip club tie into that? The strip club ties into it from the position that some people are bullshitters. Strip club is a realm of bullshit. You know, the women, they shake around their ass. It all depends on what the laws is in your state. You know, and you just walk around with your tits out. It's like, who cares, my nigga? Like, get to the hanky pank. But then at the same time, you know, the prostitution is the hanky pank, but that's disgusting too. I can't be boning on no girl just knowing that another nigga didn't hit that shit. Like, that shit is so fucking disgusting to me. Like, nigga, no. You know, a real woman and the true energy out of a woman is going to be based upon her liking and desiring you and wanting and getting excited off of what you tell her, whether that be, the woo woo wooing, or whether that be giving orders to the spank. Okay? And a woman is going to enjoy all of that. A real woman, and out of that energy that woman gives you with that and liking and loving on you, you're supposed to be able to turn that energy into gold. And that gold is going to be position. You see books, music. You're supposed to churn that energy that of her liking you. Now, when you pay for pussy, understand that you have completely cut off that energy, and everything is now in a fox position. FAUX. It's false. You know, and you don't know what. See, y'all niggas don't understand, because I was in the game, and them bras be out there, and it'd be weirdos out there. It'd be weirdos out there. It'd be serial killers out there hunting down prostitutes. Nigga, the majority of serial killers in America be out there hunting women, and I mean, I get it, because there's a lot of psychological shit that didn't happen up in their heads. I mean, I don't get it in the sense like I'll go out there and do that. I just say that because when you read so many of these type of scenarios or come into this information when you're studying, pathologies and shit, um, it sort of makes sense on what happened. Like that one nigga the 90-year-old who killed like 90 women across the country and shit. This nigga was fed bleach when he was pregnant. His mama tried to kill him, and she used to remind him of that during the whole course of his life. He's like, yeah, I tried to kill you. Yeah, I tried to kill you, talking to her own son. So that brewed up, a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different things that can lead the psyche down those lanes, man, which is very repulsive. It's disgusting, but that whole environment, what I was leaning on earlier was, it'd be a lot of Mexican dudes out there, and the Venezuelan motherfuckers, all these motherfuckers coming across the border, they about to bring some nasty shit to the track. Because your tracking in America ain't the tracking down there in the Central America, nigga. In the South America. It's a little bit more raw out there than it is out here. And a lot of those weird motherfuckers, man, they go out there and they do some foul shit, and then they come pay the little girl. They'll still pay the little girl to do her little shit. And you mixing all them spiritual energies together, because see, sex changes after 35, nigga. After 35, 40, nigga, sex changes, nigga. You're dealing with these, you dealing with the spiritual essence of another person, because it's been built up now to that age. when you're in this age range. And you dealing with somebody who got nasty shit floating around all up in they. When a bitch open up her legs, nigga, the cemetery gonna come out, nigga. And be all types of beings flying, invisible beings flying in your goddamn room, nigga. Flying in the house. That's why a lot of niggas be trying to take a bitch to a hotel and shit. Because they understand we don't know what's gonna fly out the coochie. You understand? Because motherfucker was already doing too much humping on, and we don't know, the babies. You don't know the amount of abortions. You don't know the amount of, man, nigga, please. The possibility of diseases, all types of shit, man. Nigga, you crazy as motherfucker. Motherfucker got to be clean out in this motherfucker. Nigga need to be bleached. The bitch need to be bleaching. Ammonia, nigga. Ajax Comet cleaner on that ass. Because I'm going to tell you right now, and even when you do all of that, it ain't going to, that's not going to affect the spiritual zone. You don't know the genetic code, nigga. And I mean, these things you ain't really going to know on motherfucker anyway. So you can do as much digging as possible. But you definitely need to make sure there's a relation in between y'all diets. Y'all diets are similar. Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, ghosts and goblins come out, man. Man, Halloween come out that pussy, man. And, it can happen like that. It's a dangerous situation. Bitch got to be clean, my nigga. We need 3 years of juicing and vegetable. You understand? We need the fruit, motherfucker. Alkaline. Because this shit, man, this shit is real. Y'all niggas think I'm playing. This shit is real. The body shapes, nigga. A bitch name. All of that. Well, every human being is the fucking dimension. Every human being is a dimension. And with the woman, you were going in her dimension. And the slime, the goo that will coat you, nigga. Because that's what you're going in. You're going, and bitch, like, oh, this wet, this wop. You won't come get this wop. No. You will be laminated, nigga. With her world, with her understanding. She will put the slack on you, nigga. Okay? She will claim territory, nigga. And you got it embedded in you. Other women can smell it too. Oh, bitch, you got some pussy on you. Bitch can smell it. I walk by. Oh, ain't no bitch running that nigga's on. Yeah, bitch. Look at greatness when you see me. You understand? Yeah, the body counts. And look at it. Look at how the feds do you with the social engineering. First, they want to call the girl coochie a box. Right? This was slurring terminology. Don't be trying to blame this shit on me. They called it a box, and then they want to talk about how many bodies a woman got. So we put this. So whatever goes in the box is a body, and that's a casket in a cemetery, nigga. So the coochie is killing niggas. Is what you're trying to say? They just metaphysically wrap that shit all into the social dimension paradigm. That is the engine and the vice that's going on underneath that scenario. The engine is that you are going into the box to become a body of hers. And she will be the mother of the fucking cemetery, nigga. And you are the body in the box. Okay. Yeah, man, you better watch out this stupid ass shit. Yeah, you gotta deal with some holistic woman up in this motherfucker. I'm not gonna say they're not out there. There's plenty of them out there. Yeah. Oh, somebody want to ask about the locals money religion? Yeah, the moneyreligion.locals.com. Y'all go up there, sign up. I'm gonna be having more shit uploaded over there. What's wild? He said wild because of that shit. Bro, that's why you don't hear me use the terminology that gets shoved into the system. It is a matrix system, social engineering. They play the game on you. I don't fuck around, my nigga. I don't want to be like no nigga. I'm not listening to none of that shit. And they got everybody signed up. Everybody done signed up. And now look at it. All those bad decisions done plummeted. The shit fell, nigga, like dominoes, nigga, on your ass. Everybody collapsed. from your rappers to your conscious community leaders to, everything just failed on you. The presidential selections, our lack of anger, our confusion on who to trust. We've all been traumatized and robbed and scammed so much we can't do business with each other. We had to make sure that went down, because you will listen to the commercial and then you will get excited by the commercial and you will come purchase the product, nigga, no matter what the condition of the product is, as long as it's identifiable with the commercial. And that's where everybody's brain guides out. Yeah, Beanie Siegel had to get a food truck, brother. Niggas. I mean, bro, what do you expect, bro? None of us was taught how business truly operates. None of us is taught on how finances truly operate. We don't really know what to invest in when niggas get their money. You know what I'm saying? If niggas get their money, we don't know if it's a show. A lot of niggas just love the fame because they get to ride off the fame principle. You understand? And they can coast for the rest of their life with shit for free. This is actually the first generation of blacks that have seen the mass amount of money that we have been able to touch by masse, and we still did nothing with it, unfortunately. Hopefully we get another round, another kick on that round, but it ain't gonna come from no Democrats. Republicans like money. And that's what's so funny about this Republican Democrat shit. Republicans like money and order and civility and cleanliness and God. The Democrats support the dark one. They support the devil. They don't want no book, no children. No Bibles being read inside the schools. They're also over here doing great perversion with the children. They don't allow nobody to breathe or talk or live. And they're so confused that they don't even know what gender they want to be. And you don't even have an option for gender. You can't change the stripes on a zebra, nigga. You can't change the neck size on a giraffe. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Yeah, you can't change the speeds of a goddamn shark. What the fuck is you doing? Nature is nature, and a lot of people don't like nature, and there's reasons because of the stench that their body emanates, which is a natural position. So, because naturally you have great stink that comes out of your loins, you're mad at the world and everything else that is nature. And that's what's going on. So we're going to be done with the dumbass. My next book is going to be called The Human, Earth, and Existence. And it is coming, my friend. Oh yeah, we got a couple of chapters to read in this book. I like this. We're going to go over this. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to be putting up the Kicked Out of Heaven is going to be updated. The Encyclopedia on the Alchemy of Women is going to be updated. I was supposed to be working on that shit all year, but the great rebirth had to come through for many reasons with me. And that is what's going on. So there's going to be a lot of new shit coming. I will state that. And I'm out of this motherfucker. Somebody requested The Sins of the Father, the Grace. I don't like that Grace song. From the Portuguese album. Yeah, I don't like that song. I'm not gonna play that one. I don't even think I got it loaded up here. Y'all go to the Kicked Out of Heaven website and get the Kicked Out of Heaven books, because nobody else is gonna be able to break down you can't find this information nowhere underneath the sun. And this is the literal breakdown of society, so you can understand what softwares are operating, so you don't get your head caught up in the dumb shit with people. So like I was stating earlier, political sanity that you see today, political insanity has always been in the realm of politics, and all kings and queens and princes and whatever emperors and whatever other forms of government and styles of hierarchy there's been on this planet. It's always been there, from tribal all the way to now. So you stupid motherfuckers gonna do all this dumbass shit up in the politics. It's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. Next time, you know what I'm saying? That's all that shit is. And you're not going to get a conformity of that until you understand all the softwares that were developed to operate America were developed in the medieval times and fed to you through the media. which is your news, which is your movies, which is your music, and all of that is embodied right here. You understand? Because you didn't know European history. And in order to be able to navigate successfully in Western civilization, you need to know who and what Western civilization is. You know, Robert the Pious had strange relationships with women. A lot of them did. A lot of different kings and queens and all of that. So you need to understand that. You know, it's nothing new that we're doing here. So y'all get the books. Nobody can phase it out. Like I said, they're going to be updated here shortly, but you definitely want to get these ones in color because you'll only be able to get them from me. And time is dying out. You dig what I'm saying? So we're going to get up out of here. We're going to play Sins of the Father, and then we're going to choose another one. Y'all let me know. This is the God 720. Peace.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father. Come to Papa.
I love you, Daddy.
Yes, we do this the Catholic way. Juggernaut gives a fuck not about what you say. You will understay, assume the position. The dungeon smelling like fishes. We leave them hanging from the ceiling. This the Inquisition, man on a mission. Don't take it personal, no, this is nothing but business. My game is universal, but you'll see when I'm finished. Pretty girl with them hurt holes, it'll make her pay attention. And now she's washing dishes, minding her own. This is Africa, I keep the bucket naked at home. When I live my garage, you see that candy and chrome. When I speak into Lion's Roar, so don't mind my tone. You niggas better act wrong. Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father. Yes, I create and I break law. And I do have the intention to take
I love you, Daddy.
Laying punishment don't mean that I hate y'all. Must have forgot we came up off them 8
I love you, Daddy.
Raw. Yes, we will. Put my dick on your heart. I give a fuck how you feel. Why you niggas staring at me when I grab the wheel? Make $1 billion for your children. What the fuck is a meal? What the fuck is the deal?
Daddy.
Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father. You niggas move too messy to come and test me. You fuck around and receive the blessing with no confessing. Face the rejection, space of consequences. Immaculate conception and make you drop all defenses.
I love you, Daddy.
Stop your crying and bitching, lying and snitching, riding over these ditches because it does keep the riches.
I love you, Daddy.
My constituents memorize the blueprint and leave a poltergeist fingerprint. We ain't about that bullshit.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father. Yes, Lord, a chessboard that I was made for. And let $1 million skeletons blitzkrieg right up on my pores. I kick down doors from the Luxor. This is thoughts cut from a different cloth. Nigga, fuck with
I love you, Daddy.
Silly bitches get taught or get caught in the onslaught. This is order, then I buy some blocks for my sons
and daughters. Daddy.
Ain't no water for a beggar. This is manner than mega. And always remember, nigga, it is Alpha over Beta. Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Sins of the Father.
I love you, Daddy.
Become Darth Vader just to have the paper. Become Darth Vader just to have the paper. They ask if I'm the Star-Lord and what I'm looking hard for. Rest in peace to Pip T every time I slam these car doors. But I'll answer the question. Smiles decrease from lessons like yo hearing from target practice with automatic weapons in the search for perfection. We leave those hurt with discretion, a secret, keep it quiet. Unless you wanna try it, my defiance is known. That is international. My account is my blunt. I sprinkle miracle grow. This the remarkable flow of the 720. Against the wind we are standing as I break all commandments and rewrite them for the planet with dollars stacking. Watching baddie Italians tanning on my laps is the cannon. This is mathematics and understanding. Upper handed we are. Stare out the jet's window, gotta keep my vision far. Never forget my past with all these battle scars. That's the law of daddy raw, and I can't have no flaw. My diamonds on my bottom jaw, my time looks just like stars. Thanks to my automobile because my status is large. It's not about who's in charge, as long as there is respect. But we all know common courtesy won't cash you a check. It's not that I've seen it all, I'm just not too impressed. Your brain change when you go through things that you don't expect. What you think is a game and funny, I take as a test. The only security is money, so it's best to invest. Every day you gon' be hungry, nigga, don't leave a mess. They talk under their breath, I suggest that you address and leave them blessed. No trace, all grace, nobody, no case. Can't cry over spilled milk because we've all made mistakes. Destiny's never late. They mad, I control existence and I made my own plate. Do what thou will, cause 7 figures is the real estate. And if you gotta speak twice, we call that regurgitate. So it's best to be nice while you talking to snakes. I know you feel fake inside, nigga, but that's what it takes. Young blood, these are the breaks for those that's coming of late. You can't use an excuse if you pursue the pearly gates. It's best for you to move like an ace in this rap race as that black cat chase. In this game of chess, the king only moves at one pace. You lose the game if one piece act like it don't know its place. And keep your queen in the exquisite lace with expensive taste. She be aboard the Star-Lord and can't see his face. Become Darth Vader just to have the paper. Become Darth Vader just to have the paper.